Well, the rumors of my early demise have been greatly exaggerated. I'm still here. So if you're watching a recording of this, um, speed forward a few minutes. I'm going to wait to see if a couple chatters in here join me. If not, I'm just going to buzz through some stuff real quick and do what I came to do for my friends at Lisilinka Watercolors. Excuse me. And there's Joan. Hey, Joan, can you hear me okay? This is the first time I've streamed. Well, I think I tried to stream once during my surgery recovery, and I couldn't do it because I couldn't look down. And but this is my first time. I'm back at it. So, oh, good, she can hear me. Okay, cool. We're gonna start out, Joan, because I have a limited amount of time, and I don't know how many people may or may not join. Gayla, look at you. I I'm tickled I remember how to stream. Oh, hey Jan. Thank you. Charmaine. Hello. We got some people trickling in now. I'll say some hellos and then we'll we'll get to it. I'm gonna have a little bit of a tickle because I'm at the tail end of getting over bronchitis and a sinus infection. So I still have a little tickle and cough going on sometimes, but I got my trusty water bottle handy. Oh my god, you guys will die when you see what I did. Oh my gosh, I'll have to show you. I tried to come down one day. Bonnie, hello. I tried to come down one day, and actually, I think it was Bonnie was doing this and showed us on text chat, um, where she was dyeing some papers in a basin with layers of these infusion powders. I put in some Seth spray, water, rotated in some stencils, and I used some black beans because I saw somebody. One of you guys might remember. I shared it on Instagram with some of you guys. Um, Black beans. They make a really cool blue dye. Dot. Hello. Hey, Kathy. Um, they make a really cool blue dye. So I sprinkled some of those in between some of the layers, right? I put a weight on top of the basin. I went upstairs, and somewhere around 2 weeks later, I thought, holy crap, that basin's still down there. So I came down the other day and I looked in the basin and they were still damp. They were still, most of them were pretty damp. So they're really wrinkled. I just laid them scattered all over the desk to dry, and they're finally dry. And actually, they turned out pretty cool. However, this is what happened when I let the beans sit that long in water. They germinated. They were growing roots all over the papers. Oh, sweet Moses. Anyway, that's where we are. So I'm going to go through a couple things real quick. I've been waiting to get one of these for probably 3 years. They sell out immediately. It's from Sylvan Clay Works. Actually, it's much smaller than I thought it was going to be, but it's still good because I have a big water jug. So this will be my intermediate one, but it has a little brush holder built in. You got to like that. And these she made with some, instead of just white, she had some, and I got on the site and I saw them, and I think I got the last one that was available this round. Anyway, I love that. And Masha, with my last order, sent me this palette. I know Xander, when she sees this, she may have actually have one already. I don't know, but she's making some really cool palettes now, different shapes, different finishes, some with gold edges. This one has an iridescence to it. I don't know if you, there you go, you can kind of see that, which I love. And she's making a bunch of different ones now. So you got to check her out. It's Masha, like Marsha without the R. Masha Watercolors on Etsy. Here is the star of the show. I'm going to leaf through these and get them out of the way real quick, though. This is the new Lisilinka set for spring called Serendipity. They are luscious colors, very springy. A lot of spring like flower colors, I think, when I think of spring. But let me see what I can do here. Hold on. See if I can get a little bit better light. You can't hate that, people. So anyway, we're going to swatch these and play for a little bit. Did that turn it off? Oh, yeah, that turned it. I learned something new. See, you can teach an old dog new tricks. So I'm going to play with that in a minute. Here's the little water dropper bottle they give you with every order. So you can easily put a drop on each one of the little pans before you start. But here are my magical papers. The stack's like this thick, and you can see how many papers it is. They're really crinkled up. But I did tear some of them. The stencil there was a stencil on here, and it stuck to the stencil after sitting for way too long. But even look at the back of it. The stencil came through there darker. I think that's where some of the black beans were. Where the stencil came through the back. How cool is that? You can see it faintly on the front. I actually sprayed it with Cess Gold, the pictographs. I'm not going to use these as a full sheet anyway, so I'm not too worried. Hey, G. Hey, Ange. Welcome. Yeah, the rumor of my early demise has been greatly exaggerated. But I did go back to work. I was cleared by my surgeon to go back to work on the 10th, which I did. And and I'm going to retire on the 26th. So by the end of this month, I'll be free as a bird and hopefully can stream more. But after my spinal surgery in my neck, I couldn't really look down for any length of time. So sitting here looking at my work, couldn't do it. I think I did try to stream once. Are those your stencils? Well, what's in black is not. That was a printable from Robin McClendon, but I took the printable and I did this with a stack in a basin where I took a bunch of different kind of papers just to try them out. I used these infusion powders, sprinkled some of those on some of the layers, some Cess Gold spray, a couple stencils, some black beans, water, and let them sit. But I forgot they were there. The black beans sprouted in between papers, germinated. Yeah, it was quite the mess when I got down here, but I let them dry and they are salvageable. But the gold, the pictograph, that's my stencil. What came through in the back, those black symbols, that's one of my stencils. Actually, two of them. Wait, is it? Yeah, this is the original pictograph shapes. And this was the part of the new set. And they're on the front in gold, but they're kind of obscured with all the other stuff going on there. But anyway, look how this one came out. This one is really pretty in person. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. But some of these, where these colors intersected, this coral color with a little bit of that gold mist on it is gorge. Let me see if I can get you to see it. Come on, focus for mama. Look how they all kind of bled and made it very ethereal, pastel. And the paper had fibers in it. You can see that, right? And here's the back of it. Not bad. Oh, this one, not so much on this one. And this one's torn up because some of the paper stuck to the side of the bin that I had it soaking in. And this had so much gold on it before that you couldn't, it kind of obscured the design that was in there. It was one of those wooden stamps that looks like, I want to say a sand dollar. It's not a sand dollar. Here's a better image. All right, but concentric circles with lines through it. And sometimes, oh, look, there's a bean still stuck. Telling you, don't let it sit for 2 weeks, or this too will happen to you. Sweet Moses. And this one was dark enough that it didn't really do much on this jelly print. But look at the back. And those, see the black beans made those stains there. It's like an indigo color that comes out. It's really pretty. Some of the pages show it a little bit better. This was one of Robin's printables, one of my favorite ones with that big, I think it's part of a break plate, some kind of a plate for breaks, that big half circle, and then a washer here and a washer down here. That was one of my favorite ones. And these are just printed out on my inkjet printer. And when you get these wet, it bleeds out. Now this has other stuff in there, but it bleeds out like this greenish and a pink color on the back when it gets wet. But there'll be some good collage bits in here. This was a piece of paper that I got the paper from Amazon, I don't know, several years ago. They had a pack of antique papers. And this one I just scripted on with some India ink. And I threw it in the bunch. So you can see all the different colors, the rainbowish kind of effect. This was just brown. This was just a brown antique kind of blotchy paper. And that's kind of cool. And that's the back of that one. You can see the mist real light in there, maybe. Yeah. Oh, and here's that same print. Told you it's my favorite. I love circles. So this big curve with the shadows, you can't hate that. I had scripted with this in silver at some point. But they're fun to do, and it's always a mystery what's going to come out. But this is the first time I've ever done it this way. I can blame Bonnie for this menagerie, minus the black bean thing. Can you guys see a Minicam logo on the screen? I got a warning when I opened it this time that I need to upgrade now. I guess it's not. It's working here. I can see it, but it looks like you guys are seeing the, yeah, okay. I guess I need to upgrade and then I can get rid of that. This one looks like an animal print under it. I think it was one of Robin's printables, actually. And this is another one of her printables. Yeah, I wish they were my stencils, Ange. Another one tore up, but you know, it's going to happen. This one stayed pretty good. And this was just bond paper. This was a printable with all different kinds of fonts all over it. And the powders. I don't know where this peachy color came from, that coral, but it's really pretty in person. And I don't think I have one that's that coral. I got a really orange one and that hot pink one. But look how light and airy that looks over there. I know it's just a little bit, but if I only knew how to repeat that, we'd be in Fat City. Oh, here's one of the papers. I tried to set the basement on fire with burning those holes, if you all remember that. Painstaking project. This was an instruction sheet from one of Robin's classes that she sent out to us. It was a printable. It's a pretty area up in here. And this one. This was a printable. This came out really cool. So this was it's a piece of Braille paper. And I put it in, and this had black beans in it. So all this indigo is black beans. I had a piece of bubble wrap, and I laid the bubble wrap over that, sprayed it with water, spritzed it with Cess Gold, added the beans, put the bubble wrap on it, and then put the next piece of paper over it and started again. But that came out really cool. It's funny how the little raised bits picked up the blue better there. You can't hate it, people. Anywho, I gotta do something to flatten this stack out a little bit. I think I'll sit these up here for now. So here's the latest Lisilinka set. So if you don't know Lisilinka, here's the website, lisilinka.com. It's a brother and sister in Germany who have this business. Yeah, it was black beans out of this bag, and I just sprinkled them over top and then sprayed it with water and some of the Seth Gold powders on some of them, and just put them in like every 2 or 3 layers. I threw a little, you know, sprinkled 10, 20 beans across the papers. And if I just move those out into the backyard, we'll have a little crop later this summer, I guess. Oh my, Laura Lou, hey. So anyway, here's the latest set. And I always glue these on the back. I'm going to have to do some trimming and cut this one down. This is a bigger card, but I put these on the bottom of the sets like so. So I remember what they are, because, you know, it's slipping a little upstairs these days. So I'm going to, let me bring it a little bit closer, see if this still works since I'm, oh yeah, it does. Okay. Since I'm out of commish here with my status of my mini cam. And I'm just going to put 1 drop on each one of the pans. So these pans, the packaging is really pretty. And these pans, if I can get my fingers to work right, they're very strong magnets that are in there, and each one is magnetized. So if you'd want to, and you got a few sets and you wanted to put like all your greens or all your whatever and move them around, you can move them around. But since I show these online, I don't do that because I would never know what they are. I actually write with a Sharpie on the side of each pan what it is, because the pans aren't labeled. And these pans, they actually hold more than a half a normal pan. And some of the colors, the formulas, when they make them, they mound up a little higher on the pan. So you get even more than that in some of the colors. They don't all, you know, mound up like that. But the ones that do, you get a little bonus. I'm just going to grab a piece of my black bond paper here. And I'm going to grab a brush. What brush do I want? Excuse me. Let's just use this one. This is a little Neptune round. Yeah, Marylanders. If you didn't realize it, Laurie is going to be able to join us again this year, so that's a good deal. Let me grab a piece of paper. And we'll swatch some of these on black and white so you can see what they look like. And oh, you know what? I'll have to bring this up on my phone so I can tell you which of these individual colors these are. Hey, Devin. Thank you. It's nice to be seen. At least my hands. Hang on. Let me go to the site so I can tell you what color these are by name. I don't have these memorized yet. I'm just let's see. Which way is the top? Golden beige. It must go this way. Usually when you find the listing on their website, you'll go down, you'll see the pictures, right? You'll see a little bit of stuff of what it contains. And then I'll tell you some about the pigments. And then when it gets down to showing you the colors, usually the first color listed is at the top. Look, like looking at a clock, but there's a magnet on the bottom and the top of this. So you don't really know which one's the top until you realize that that's probably vanilla, a golden beige. That's not a golden beige. So my powers of deduction have led me to believe that that is the 12 o'clock position. Oh, mercy. Man, I just pulled this brush. I haven't used this brush for a while. And I rinsed it in clean water, and the water is now purple. Apparently, I didn't clean that one out very well. So let's go with vanilla first. And when you let those sit for a while, they just get real creamy right off the bat. Let me pick that up so you can see how that glitter just dances in there. It's kind of mesmerizing, but you know me, I'm easily entertained. Hey, Glenda. Hello, my friend. How are you? Oh, look at that. That's like a champagne gold to me, like a gold and silver kind of mixed. Oh, that's going to be a favorite. I can tell you right now. And when these dry, I'll hold them up closer so you can see them. Of course, they're going to pop on black, and some of them may look different on the black. Oh, that's pretty. And then around the corner, olive, a bright light green. I'm not a green freak, but I do love certain colors of green, and this is one of them. I like that sagey, olivey, almost army green kind of a green, and of course a blue green, like a turquoise of all shades. But like Kelly green and hunter green, yeah, that's not my thing so much. They all have their place though, but this one I do really like. Here comes the tickle. Oh, your set's arriving today. Groovy. Okay, the next is Clover, a light blue-green with an extraordinary shine. Oh, it does have an extraordinary shine. Oh, this is pretty. Mama like this. These I've used a lot of metallic colors. And these are by far my favorites and the best quality that I've ever had in my hands. And you know I love creamer pigments. But these outshine the creamer ones. The creamer ones are more I don't know. I love those. They got a really creamy start to them like these do. But if you put like gold next to a gold, the shimmer on these will knock your socks off more. The next one is Cherry Blossom, a delicate pink. Sounds just like a color for me. Very delicate. That's me, all right. Oh my God. I got to here's something that's kind of why when I said delicate and me, that's why it popped into my head. It's clearly sarcasm for those of you who know me in person. I am not a delicate little creature. But around the first of the year, I guess it was, right after the holidays, I did 23andMe. Oh my goodness. And I knew I had Irish and German and Slavic countries in me. What I didn't know, and nobody would have known, is that I am 2% Neanderthal. Oh my God. I screamed laughing when I read that. And Dave just said, well, babe, that explains a lot. And I said, What do you mean by that? He said, well, to start with, the size of your head and your feet. Well, I like to blow the windows out, screaming, laughing again at that one. But I've been using that to my benefit for comedic relief when needed. But that just tickled the hell out of me. Well, friends of ours had it done a year or so ago, and she really looked into a lot of the different things that you can really dig deep on it. And she said, when she told me, she said, "Oh my God, that's so impressive." She said, and I looked it up myself on my 23andMe app. It said Neanderthals were extinct 40,000 years ago. So she said they were able to trace your lineage back over 40,000 years. She said, that's extreme. I said, I'm pretty sure that was on my mom's side because she was a tough one. But I said, well, maybe this is why you can't really knock me down and keep me down. You can try. But oh my God, we've had more laughs with that, which seems crazy to laugh about. But I thought it was pretty hysterical myself. And that was Cherry Blossom. This one is Fawn, a bright, sparkling red brown. That's pretty. I mean, I never even knew that that would show up in a 23andMe or that was a possibility. Oh, Lord. Bless my heart. This has a coppery look, which of course copper is a reddish brown, but that's really a pretty color. Every time I think about it, I kind of snicker, and then I realize I'm snickering out loud. Dave will say, "What's the matter?" I said, "I'm just remembering my lineage." Cedar is the next one, a colder earth shade of the set. That's this one is cedar. This is a real pretty taupish kind of color. And you can see it is cool. It's cool. It's not a warm shade. Oh, that's pretty. Did any of you guys ever do 23andMe? I had apparently not many of my father's, well, or my mother's side have done it because when it does it, it gives you a list of possible relatives that have done it, but their personal information is vague. Like it actually it tells you their first and last name. However, they signed up on 23andMe and have agreed to be shared. So I was looking at that, and there's none of my main family names are on the list of, I don't know if they give you 5,000 at first, the first 5,000 that have the most percentage that would link you as a second, third, fourth, or fifth cousin. But my maiden name is Tolley, which you guys know. My father's paternal grandmother's maiden name was Thompson, and we have a lot of Thompson relatives. Thompson. My mother's maiden name was Lukanich. Her maternal grandmother's maiden name was Carpenter. And not one of those names show up in any of the big, huge family tree that it maps out on the app. This one is called Blush, a coral pink with wonderful holograph glitter color. So the holograph is the one that's got the multicolored specks in it. But not what you'd think out of 5,000. Apparently, my family's not big into doing their genealogy. Actually, I know some of them did. What's the other one called? It doesn't do DNA. It's like your family tree. What the heck is that called? I did that a few years ago, and then I I just quit the membership. I had so much going on, I couldn't really take the time to do anything with it. Oh, you see more of this color on the black. I'll show you both of these. Ancestry.com. Hello, just hit me. All right, let's see what we got here. I wonder if Bigfoot's a distant relative. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe that's why I'm not afraid of them. Missing link. Oh my God, I'm just seeing these comments. I'm going to get a shirt that says the missing link. Good God. You know, what are you going to do? I just tried to order the set for Lisilinka. They don't ship to the UK. I believe I've heard before, Dot, that they the cost, even though they're in Germany, the cost for whatever rules or shipping or taxes, whatever, between Germany and the UK is outrageous, which seems ridiculous. But so many things seem ridiculous these days that I'm not even sure it really matters anymore. So there you go. There they are. These are really pretty. That one looks really red there with this light on it. Let me move this light out of the way. You can see the kind of the copper effects. And then this is the blush. Let's see if you can see the holographic in there. I might need this other light on it to pick up that. My lights in the basement aren't very good. I really need to, once I get situated down here, which actually we've made a little dent. And there you go. Now you can kind of see some of the different colors in it. I saw a couple blues and purples pop up in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. But that's the holograph. And here are the same colors on black. You can see they do look a little bit different. Well, this one does. Look at this. The blush, and look how it looks, almost looks silver on the black. And this one looks, well, look how dyed down this one is, because you lose a lot of that pinkish color on the black, I guess. It's always interesting to me. I know. It sucks that, but that's vanilla. What was that one called? That one, then the clover. And then this one was cherry blossom. That's the one. It was fawn, I think, the reddish brown. And then what was this one? That's the one I said. It said a cool earth color. Cedar. I think it was cedar. And then this one, that's the real shocking one when you see it on black, but you can really see the holographic on here. This is just thin bond paper, so I think this dried quicker. But look at the difference in this and this. That's the same color. Oh, geez, and I laid it right down on the wet. You know, some things never change. Just laid it down on the wet pans. But so I'm going to let these dry off to the side. I don't really have anything else planned. I guess we could play a little bit. This is all jacked up here. No wonder that was a little off. I'm going to pull this forward. Hang on to your lunch. And that still didn't bring it that much further. That's really strange. This plate has been, oh, you know what? I bet the camera's moved on the mount. Okay, we're going to let it go. Let it go for now. Leave well enough alone. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Okay. They are really pretty on both papers. And like this isn't black watercolor paper, but it, it still shows the difference of when how they look. When you really see the difference is when they are the color shifting ones, which was most of the last set. Was pretty cool. I don't know. What should we do? What's mindless? Maybe a collage for Gala. You know how she loves when I do that. Gosh darn it. Do I have any cough drops down here? We already probably know what that answer is, but I'm going to go in deep over here. I think I have some of these ginger candies down here. I'll try one of these, just something to wet my whistle so I don't get it. Wet my whistle so I don't get a tickle. Doesn't really rhyme, but play along. I'm a cave woman after all. Grab a cocktail. Can you make me one too? I'd go for a margarita. Actually, I had a margarita the other night for my birthday at dinner. I do love a good margarita. How the hell do these open? There we go. Oh, Lord. Freudian slip. I saw that. I was going to let it slide, but now that you brought it to my attention. These are just some stuff I threw down here. We were doing a test, apparently. What the hell was this? Oh, we were testing the Giotto glue stick, Aleene's Quick Dry, and Matte Medium on this black tissue paper. I don't guess I got glue on that end of it. Looks like the Giotto and the Matte Medium. I see a lot of crinkles in here. I guess that was an experiment. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Move these out of the danger zone. I'm not sure I can move it that far away. Oh, I forgot about those. I need to get going on my trades for the retreat, and a couple things I wanted to try to get painted up for giveaways. Do some minor rearranging. Oh, you know what I might do? This is one of the packets I bundled up from Robin's retreat we were at last November. And she told us to make little collage bundles to have on hand. Well, there's one now. And this was part of another one that never happened. Let's see what we got amongst these. Oh, Bonnie, this is that cash register tape that you sprayed with coffee. Now I blob paint on it and scripted on it a little bit and sprayed it with something other. Let's see what we got in here. It's an unusual piece of paper that I kept, but it's really interesting. Up close. Got some pictographs in there and Lord knows what else. This was an envelope somebody gave me there. A piece of muslin, another corner, another bit of that. That's got that one. That's a Stencil Girl stencil in there that I sprayed through. I really like that one. I don't remember what I used on that. Oh, you know what? I think it's one of those, was it a Crink bottle of gold with the dauber that I was trying to script with? Oh, look, here's one of the wax pieces we made. That's really waxy. Robin had a station set up with some wax melted, and I took some foil, of course, has to sparkle, and then dipped it in. I don't know if that would hold down glue. That's really still very slippery and almost feels like it warms with my touch. Of course, you know, I am a hot Neanderthal. Hot-blooded. I don't know what to tell you. It's just the way it is. My lot in life. Okay. Oh, I found some of these coffee candies. That'll help me with my next tickle fit. All right, let me rifle through my papers here. Aw. Since Dorothy's here. She loves that. This I was playing with a new pen and did some real fine line scripting and added some dots in it. And I really liked how that turned out. But that's like the whole thing. I mean, I know I could tear it. Maybe I'll keep it out and tear it and throw that in there somehow. I don't know. Oh. Here's some of these things that I got from Bonnie on the trip. On a little, what was that called, Bonnie? It was a chop book that she got. They're like the size of around $1 bill, shaped to the book, but it was maybe this thick with just hundreds of these double-sided pages of all these different marks in it. So cool. Might use a little bit of that. I like that paper, but I don't think that's going to work in here. I thought this came out cool, but I don't know. It's not going to go in here. But that was a piece of deli paper that I lifted off the jelly plate after I removed the stencil, which was one of the round ones. I don't know if that's, Joan, if that's mine or yours. I think it's mine. And then I sprayed it with coffee later. Let me look at another drawer here. Oh, here we go. What do we got here? Oh, one of those little burnt pieces. Oh, another burnt piece. Oh, these are all the burnt pieces. Oh, maybe we'll use that somehow. Oh, you know what? And I did these. Remember when I took this crepe paper, rolled out the bronze on the jelly plate, and just barely Artist chop mark reference book. Yep. Laid it very gently on the jelly plate so that the paint just hit the high parts of the crepe paper. I like how they turned out. Might use a piece of that somewhere. You never know. Maybe a piece of that. Maybe a circle. I'll have enough out here for 6 collages. I like to have a variety to pick from, of course. Oh, there's a little strip of the black and white. All right, I think. Yeah, what do we got in here? Oh, okay, I know what this is. I had a whole commercial rack of scrapbook paper filled to the nines that I used to use back when I was doing those covered boxes that I would do. And I got rid of probably 95% and kept 5% of the papers I know I could use in collage. I'm going to walk over to the big flat file where I keep my handmade papers. Not mine, but, designer ones. Let me see if anything jumps out at me. Of course, I got to find. Oh, here's some of this tissue paper I made at the retreat last year. Oh, maybe we'll have a little hunk of that. Let's see. Tissue. I need tissue. Handmade papers. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I remember some of these. Too bad you guys can't see in this drawer. Oh, here's some smaller pieces. This is good. Chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right there. Yuko newsprint heavyweight corrugate watercolor. Well, how can I go through all those papers and come back with one little tear? Oh, tripping. Oh, can't be tripping and falling. Not on my list to do today or ever. You need another drink. You've hidden the entire book under paper. You may have enough. I know, right? Well, I know this isn't going to work. This is too waxy for any sort of gluing situation. All right, let's narrow it down, shall we? I do really like, oh, look, the char's coming off on my paper. All right, let's hang on to the burnt stuff. Need a little stripes. Might use one of those. Do I need that circle? Want some of these. Which ones? I don't know. I'm just going to let these sit up here until I get there. Yes, don't need these two. Oh. Bonnie, did you send me this in something? That looks like you. What is Cinder Toffee, Joan? Joan, what? Did I miss something? Oh, nibbling on a Cinder Toffee. Oh, okay. Jesus, it's right across above your question, Jan. I'm looking all the way up the row there. No, but I love it. Then it was probably Jude Leader's. Jude Leader has a very similar style to you. All right, let's see. See, I'm putting papers away. Don't get crazy, Gayla. Not yet. There's due time for that. You'll have plenty of time to go crazy. You said cinders, and I thought you were talking about my papers, all the stuff that's coming out of there. See, this has holes in it. See all the holes burn in it? But you still can't really, nothing really shows that on here. I guess if I put it right on the white, you could see the burnt edges, but it's kind of big. Here's a little bitty strip. I don't know. Don't get crazy. I'm just playing at the moment. So don't sweat yet, Gayla. Put that right down the edge there. Do I want to slip something under? Oh, I wonder if I put it under this, under it. With the black. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Can you guys see what that looks like? With the bronze sneaking through the holes there a little bit. You can't really, but pretend you could. All right, let's do this. Okay. Need some glue and a brush. I don't mind getting all gluey. I have a ton of those. I have plenty of those. Oh, Lord. I need to eat my Wheaties to get this bad boy open. Starting to sweat. Get a hold of yourself, Gayla. I haven't even dipped my brush in the glue yet. I want a piece of, oh, that's not deli. That's that, what's that called? Glassine. I don't want to waste that for a glue page. We'll use a little piece of deli. So now, let me think out of the box here for a minute. These bigger pieces, I think I'm going to put down first, so some of them just a little bit peeks out. You know what I'm saying? And maybe kind of lace that in there somehow like that. Or do I want to go the other way, somewhere the gold shows? Do we care? Probably not. Maybe I'll go right to the edge with that like that. Just thinking. Don't stress. Don't worry, be happy. All right, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. Maybe turn that way. I'm a little rusty. Work with me. I do want this over here, though. That's going to happen. Whether it's on the top layer or bottom layer, I haven't decided. Told my doctor about you when he gave me anxiety meds. Did he know me? Or did you tell him some things? Which I was pretty sure we did a pinky swear about, but oh, whatever. Okay, we're going to do that. That's going to happen. I don't know. What's going on here? I did bring out, I do have this little piece in here to put a little pop of turquoise in. They're all my pieces always end up long and skinny. That's... Oops. I do like this, though. I don't know if that's going to go in this one. Optimistic body image, I presume. All right. Less yakking and more gluing. Let's see how this is going to glue. I don't know if the color's going to run. This is just crepe paper you put up at parties. I thought it would maybe curl up, but it's not curling so far. So that, I think that's a good sign. It won't fight me so much going down on the paper. All right. Oops, or will it? Oops. Not too bad. Tear that off while it's wet and gluey in here. I don't care that it's not cut just right. I like the torn edge. Okay, that's not bad. Let's get this bad boy on there then. Oh, I want, oh, shoot. Oh, for these gnarly bits on there that are standing up, I'd have to use the back side. See, there's a lesson. Next time I'll go through the back side so those stick up on the, oh, wait a minute. I could just bend them through. I finally made it into the squat category. Oh, you're talking about body image? Jesus. Oh, it was this one down here that was backwards. I'm going to just poke that through. Why is that ringing? Oh, I know. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, piece number 2. It's going down right there-ish. Wider than tall, don't make me say it. Okay, now I brought this out and I brought a piece of this. I don't know, do we want to put that like under somewhere so it sneaks out? It's kind of big, isn't it? That's what she said. Maybe I only need like... Oh, look at that. I didn't tear any of the symbols. Okay, so we might use this. Should this be anywhere underneath something? I'm not going to cover up the holes of this piece over here. I might put it... I don't know. Let's play, shall we? Maybe I can work this in after all. Maybe we'll change from those 2 bigger pieces to... I really like how this looks with that black with the bronze on it sneaking through there. Hey, Yvonne. Welcome. Thank you. Seems like I've been gone forever, clearly by my lack of thought process and skill level. Let's see. What if we do? I don't know which way this goes. That feels upside down to me. Who knows? Okay, let's... oh, you know what? Should I put another piece of this over here to go through these holes? Oh, and let some of the black stick out maybe with that white border on it. Ha! Now you're thinking. Let's go a little higher. And maybe just let that tail on there like that, like pointed. Just playing. Don't anybody go crazy on me yet. I'd like to get one of these in there. They're all just as pretty. So just pick. Oh, look, they're double. They're actually together there. But I don't need that whole thing. First symbol looks like a hangman game. Yeah. Do I want like this underneath of all that? Maybe with some of it peeking out. Oh, maybe I should have got a bigger piece of that. That kind of looks cool with this tail coming down and this tail coming down. Like here. And maybe tear this one like a little tail coming down. Three tails coming down on that strip. And this, should I Maybe do something smaller there. Or let that maybe go under that gold with those circles. I kind of like those circles. I think I'll go off the edge and get rid of some of that white there. And let the gold go closer over there and down to there. My fingers are getting sticky. It's hard to let the stuff go. Let it go. I do like this little bit here. And I do like this. Should I do something like that? That's too much white in the middle, isn't it? I got to look away. I don't know. That's not grabbing me. I want to be grabbed. I might have put too many pieces away, Gayla. Let me see. I don't know. This is very much like this. I wonder if I put this like here. And really get that layered up. So many options. Believe it or not, this goes a lot faster and smoother when you guys aren't on with me. Nothing personal. Dare I say I like the right side. That usually means you'll cover it up. Well, not necessarily. Make me sound like a bad person, Gayla. So. Oh, I forgot about this little dude. Can I use you somewhere, mister? I don't know. No, I got that tucked because I like these circles over here. I do like this piece on there. Or should I? No. Did you like this side before or after I put this little piece in it, Gayla? Oh, God. Joan, don't egg her on. She doesn't need any help. I don't know if I need that there. I kind of like all those browny, neutral, goldy colors. Kind of showing there. Ah! Sweet Moses. I'm guessing that circle's not going to get it. Oh, I don't even have my black and white in there. That's why it's not feeling right. Hey, Dana. I am. I'm all better. It was hard for me to stream during my healing because I couldn't, it was hard for me to look down, and I wasn't supposed to look down for an extended period of time, but it was just sore doing that. So, you know. I wonder if, just if, I'm not going to use this as one page. I'm going to start tearing this down. And I'm wondering if I can slip this under the middle and just whatever shows, shows. What doesn't show, we'll just cover up the other pieces with black. Know what I mean, Vern? Neutral background would be perfect. Neutral meaning just the white background? What do you mean by mine? Oh, you're saying, okay. Never mind. I think I understood you, which is difficult to say. Okay. Do these go off the edges? No, I got to tear the edges of this too. So I got a raw edge up and down. I don't like the straight edges so much. Oops. Oops. Try not to tear off too much of the... well, I guess I'm going to have to lose those three cute little tiny gold dots. Hey. Okay. So now... this might be too big in there now, covering too much. Hey, let's go up and down. Maybe like over here. And, oh, where's the black and white stripe? Third. Kind of like that. What's happening down? Oh, maybe I can put these down here just to kind of fill her in a little bit. Like some there. And I got another piece of that somewhere. Where'd she go? I'm going to throw it back in the drawer. I did. All right, let me tear some of this off. Get under there. I don't know. Back away. Now, I feel like I need something. You need therapy to get your fear of the horizontal. Apparently, I like vertical. Oh, maybe I could take one of these bad boys and go sideways somewhere. That don't look right. It's going to be too sheer. That's the problem with this. On this. Well, How about that? That looks like it says ho ho. I don't think so. I don't know. Actually, looking at the screen, that big blob in the red in the middle doesn't look too bad. I'm not sure it's going to be this. Oh, I have something else. I just saw it in here somewhere. Where the hell was it? I just had it in my mitts. This is another envelope. I think. Thanks for popping in, Devin. No worries, and we'll catch you next time. I think Claire had these maybe, but see that the dragon wants to go vertical. He wants to go vertical. He's not a horizontal dragon. So I do like the red on there though. Ho ho might make it. I don't know. I know I got more red somewhere. Let me check the red drawer, which doesn't exist. I'm just being a smart ass now. I think maybe is it Sherry? Oh. What is this? Oh no. No, I thought we hit pay dirt, but we did not. Oh, crap. Hang on. All right, let me go back over to the. I know I got some red in the handmade paper area. I think. I know I have it, I think. I think red would do a body good over there. Well, I have this crazy orange. That might work. It's a orangey red. Huh. Note to self. Need more handmade red paper. Watercolor scraps. All right, let's try. I know I have a black and red geometric. So it's on one of those collage papers in that same book. Why can't I find it? I had, it's like concentric circles, and they were on red and gold metallic circles on black paper, I think. Where the hell is it? I have the one that's just black and gold. Is that it? Maybe I'm thinking it was red. Well, I don't know. Let's just take a piece of this. And let's take a piece of, where's that solid gold that I saw? Maybe I can make that work somehow with a layer. Sorry, kids. Maybe punch a circle in that. Seriously, I just saw it. Okay. Here's two choices. And I'm thinking might go in some sort of a horizontal motif, as it were. I have this. Let me take a picture. Oh, Jesus, this light's been on my phone the whole time. I just lost 30% of battery. Well, that's since the beginning of the day. Okay. Let me take a picture of what I got here. Never to be reproduced again. So I have this. Gallon quick, someone sees it, maybe one of those shapes horizontal. Could open the dragon envelope to make it go across the page. Oh, you mean take this apart and open it? It would take up most of that page if I did that. I think I can. I think I can. Oh, hell. Even if I use the back side of that and just kind of ripped out a circle somewhere, or maybe I should just make it a horizontal strip for Galen. Okay. And I brought this. I don't know why. Just because I like it. But see, what I was thinking is I could cut out this piece. But that's vertical. I do have a vertical thing going, don't I? Or maybe I could cut. This is making me dizzy, this pattern. Maybe I could cut. No. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to close this gingerly. Move that. Let's see what we can do with this. Is there a piece on here? Like this really fire kind of a coloration over here is kind of cool. Well, if I did that, Kathy, like nothing would show. I mean, just a couple little tips on the corner would show. I guess I could take off some pieces. Well, the one thing is glued down already. That the one in the center of the book. Hang in there, Gayla. It'll be over soon. Hopefully. All right, let's just tear. How easy does this tear? From what I'm remembering, not very, but it gives you a nice kind of furry edge to it. Oh, hell no, that's not tearing that way. The fibers give it a real fuzzy kind of an edge to it, ish. Let's see. Do away with this. How wide's my book? Let's see. I'll use this as a guide. I wonder if I could just go through it like that, maybe. You know what I mean, Vern? Just lay it on there. Whatever it covers, it covers. Let's see. That could be more narrow, couldn't it? Can you call in a refill soon, Gayla? I just need a thin strip, don't I? Really? That's not possible. And I know this isn't going to tear with a ruler. Sweet Moses. Oh, yeah, it is. It was. Oops. Oh, and here's that without any pattern on it. That kind of looks kind of cool, just like that. I think I like it better with just the back side of that. See, here's the design on the front. Just that fiery side, I think, is better. Do you guys think? Sue Stevens, haven't tuned in a long time. Tearing it into thin strips and placing them on the page. I actually, get out of my head, Susan. I was just thinking about how I could put like a layer of multiple strips of different sizes that go horizontal. These are a little too jaggedy. Let's see if we did something maybe here. And then maybe here. And there, maybe? I don't know. Too much? Too soon, Gala? Of course, I got to make this one a more realistic size. Let's pull that one off there. Let's take this one off there, maybe. Take some of these jaggedy bits off. Another Susan. Hello, another Susan. Or should I make them? I want more of that to show. Am I going to have to go in for a bigger piece? I see Joan saying, hi, Sherry, but I don't know what Sherry that is. But hi, Sherry. I don't see a Sherry. What am I looking at? Hi, Sherry. Whoever you are. Oh, Cooksley. Oh, my God. Hello, my friend. We're in the last sweating sections of trying to figure out a collage here. Can I put that in there? Pull this one up higher. All right, let's take a picture and start gluing this crap down. I don't think I mind that, though. Gayla, are you going to have a seizure, or is this one okay? Okay, so next I want to put down the black piece. You drag all this stuff off of there. And these two, they're going to go down there. All right. More gluing, less yakking. All right. Come on, work with me, baby. Work with mama. Oh, hell, it's upside down. Ah! Hi. Oh, I forgot this black paper bleeds. See, this is how long I've been out of the game here. All right, let's put this down. Oops. I might have to get a fresh jar of my goop. Xandra's not here, but if you're watching the replay, Xandra, I was unpacking a box. Dave and I have been trying to work a little at a time as we're up to it in the basement, and I found the 2 jars of the matte medium that you got me on I don't know if it was a home goods sale or where you grabbed it for me when you saw it and gave it to me last summer. I guess I do have a thing for vertical, huh? The red, you think the red's too dominant. That means it's just right. Oh, God bless you, Dot. That was the point of it, is to make it a focal point. I've learned over the years that I always should do the opposite of what Dot says for it to work for my eye. You guys probably all agree with Dot, but she doesn't even like the black and white stripes. Oh, shit. Where did I have this before? Oop, I said shit. Write me down for one, Gayla. That's crepe paper. That sucker's really thin. Oop, and delicate. Let's just try to smush that back together and act like that didn't happen. Shall we? Oh, hell. That's getting worse. Okay, good enough. Now this, I had over this, right? Kind of centered in there, I believe. I live to harass you, Dot. I don't know why. Bless your heart. Hey, at least I didn't get out the black and white concentric circles and make you dizzy. Don't make me do it. I know where they are. So this has the burn holes in it. And that's going to get off me. Yeah, it's going somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay. So now the black and white. Here's, this is for Dot. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I should do? I should put these. Oh, I should have put them in first. Oh, Lord. Ah. Gayla, I blame you for this. Because I can. Yeah, that's not coming up now. Oh, well. You know, some days you eat the bear. And this bit, I can trim this up later. Oops, I put one way and one the other way. That's okay. We're mixing it up now. Come on, Gayla. Okay, so now this is going to go down here. Right? And then, wow, this really is at the bottom of the barrel here. Kind of cover up that little bit there, that overlap. And then, oops, I got a little red dot there. My hands are getting all those glue boogers on them, and it's sticking to all these fuzzy papers. Okay, is that down there? Does it matter? No, let's put this up here further. Put this here. Ish. Get rid of some of this. Okay, I'm going to fold this. It's getting a little tricky. Tricky and sticky. Okay. Put this so you can see the, I'm going to move that over so you can see a little bit of the black and white sticking out of there. Hopefully that doesn't fade so much and blur that out too badly, but she's down now. We're going to live with it. You can put it on top of the meditation stones, which obviously aren't working. They're right here on my desk. Are you talking about yours? Okay, put this one here. All right. Now, let's see. What are we doing with these to break up all the vertical? Apparently, I have issues with verticality. Is that a word? It is today. Do I want to come down here further? Let's just play for a moment, shall we? And I want them smaller as they go up. Do I want them centered-ish? Everything's ish here. We don't do anything exact. What fun would that be? All right, what's that look like? Oh, you know what? I wonder if I could, I got another. I'll just do this to screw with Gayla here. Wait a minute. It's one of my favorite pastimes. It's just so easy. You don't have to put much thought into it. How about one vertical up there, Gayla, just for you? Oh, that looks kind of cool, actually. Wait a minute. Let's not get too crazy. Let's lower this bad boy. Bring him down here. Bring this one down a little bit. And this one down a little bit. And this doesn't have to be that long. I can cut her down a little bit. I hate to cover up that little scripting mark there. Maybe I'll just do it from here. Let that intersect like that on the top. I can't let it go. My fingers are all gluey. Oh, such a professional here. Said no one ever. This is a little long. Said no one ever. Okay, where are we now? I don't know. I kind of like it. What do you think, Dot? Maybe I'll put one little dot on top of that. I kind of like it. I'm gluing that sucker down before anybody talks me out of it. All right. Oops. So I'm gluing down the right side of this paper and just using the back side. Like, see, there's the front side with that stuff on it, but I liked it better just bold red, orange, like so. And I want to brush these little fuzzy bits out. They'll show up against the black and the white bits. Thank you, Sherry. Notice I don't hear from Dot now. Dot, are you going out to a fancy dinner tonight like you seem like you usually do? Or is that Sunday nights? Is that when Xander streams? When you go out? That's Sundays. Aha. My mom would say she's going out to a highfalutin dinner. My mom wasn't much for highfalutin stuff. Oops. Stop it. Oh, I didn't brush this one down. We're going out to dinner tonight. Wouldn't not call it highfalutin, but it's a nice. We're actually, some of you guys have been there with us one summer after the retreat. We went there for lunch at Vinny's over near where I used to live and my mom lived. But now the Key Bridge is down. That's where we're going tonight. They've redone the whole thing. It's all remodeled. It's really nice inside. Well, it always was nice, but it's a different nice now. They got like a Frank Sinatra kind of vibe going on. And with the Key Bridge being down, to go on the weekend, it's not bad, but we went, my friend Gail and I go out every Thursday night for dinner. And we were going to pick up my sister-in-law. We had to go to my brother's and pick up something. So we are going to pick up my sister-in-law, and she was going to dinner with us that night. So this is the first week after the Key Bridge collapsed. And I picked up Gail, and from her house, my brother's house should be no more than 30 minutes. Probably just shy of 30. Hour and a half later, we were there. No, not tonight, Patty. Been out all day at a Stitchers meeting. Oh. Might get invited. Well, if you play your P's and Q's right, you might get invited out. But knowing you, Dot, I don't know. Should I put a little piece of this down here just because that little white edge is sticking out? I think I will. I don't know why. What the heck? Maybe I'll try to put a little chop on there or something. That would look pretty, Kathy, like you were saying, putting it underneath to start one like that and just build on top of it. All right. Lord have mercy. Where's my baby wipes? Oh, sticky. Now let me sit here and ponder this for a moment. I think my shower tonight will be with a Brillo pad. It's like peeling Elmer's glue off my hands like I was in first grade. Where Gayla sniffed it, I just peeled it off my hands. You know what? I don't know if I like that there. It's kind of takes away from the look, doesn't it? Maybe I'll put a little symbol over it to kind of break it up some. Looks out of place. So maybe I'll just do this. That's what I'll do. Blur it out a little bit. Come on, Gala. You better start taking Geritol before July. You're going to be needing some little extra before then. Okay, now let me see. I got to trim all this yet. I don't know. I don't hate it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite of all times, but we'll let that dry a bit. I can put some of these papers away a while I yak. So I don't know when I'll be streaming the next time, but I'm going to try to stream more regular. Of course, more regular. What does that mean when I haven't streamed since January? It will be more regular than that. I'm just looking since I have it out there and it was cute. I'm going to leave this piece of orange paper there. Maybe I'll do something like that next time. Anywho, what was I going to say? I thought I had something really good to say, but apparently not. I can no longer stack papers and talk at the same time, apparently. And that's glued down there. Oh, here's this little piece with the silver threads I had out, but that doesn't go. I don't need one of these. Put it away. Gail is going to have a stroke for sure. Oh, Lord have mercy. What time is it? 2, almost 3. What time did I start? 1 o'clock? Oh, really? It's almost been 2 hours. Wow. Wowza. Let me get rid of these raggedy edges here so I can see what I'm looking at. Apparently, I can no longer talk while I use the scissors either. It's getting pretty pitiful. Pretty pitiful. I need to get working on my trades for this summer. I know what I'm doing. It's just a matter of doing it. I may have bit off more than I can chew once again. But oh, for those of you that know her, today is Donna Walsh's birthday. Sherry, you'll meet Donna this summer. All right. Breaking the ice. Getting back into it. Up here's more paper. Good Lord. All right, kids. I think I'm going to... Oh, I forgot about these were up here. You can go back and look at the beginning of this to see this disaster with my sprouted black beans I did color dyeing with and forgot about it. And came back down, I don't know, 10, 14 days later and found the black beans sprouting in between all the papers. Oh, yes, that happened. Oh, here's one. Good Lord. These will probably have to be ironed or something. All right, boys and girls, girls and girls. I will catch you all later. I feel like there was something I was going to tell you guys, and I don't know what it was, but I'm going to let you go for now instead of just stumbling over my words that are not coming. And power to the Neanderthals. Love you. Thanks for jumping on it. I will see you next time. Be good.